Hello, my name is Carolinika Adams. I am in the Educational Administration course, Lamar University. Today I will be submitting my participation video for option 2, which is I will be reviewing the campus plan for my campus along with a couple of the members of the leadership team. Those members will be Delana Bennett and Ashley Samuel will be here along with me to discuss our findings and come up with a plan or solution. My reasoning for choosing this particular option is because I believe that there needs to be an ongoing professional development for our teachers here to ensure success for all of our students. Instead of one day, and I would like to see exactly what is in our campus plan. The campus plan is only available to our curriculum coordinator, who is Dr. Cynthia Jackson, and our campus principal, which is Dr. Tyrus Doctor here at Smith. I did retrieve a copy of the plan from Dr. Jackson to view. We do not have a professional development plan, but we do have the campus improvement plan. Hopefully in this plan, I will see that there are time set aside for ongoing professional development, since our campus is an IR campus, improvement required for this year, and we did not meet any of our indices based on academics for math and reading and science. All grade levels for math and reading, no grade level for science, which is 8th grade, writing 7th grade also. So hopefully there are professional development set aside for teachers to get instructional strategies along with some classroom management professional developments, because that's what I see is going on now. This is my first year here at Smith. So I will discuss my findings with the administrative team immediately, meaning as we're speaking, the leadership team will discuss the findings and come up with recommendations for the following year. And then I will in turn email those findings to the campus principal and the curriculum coordinator so that we can make sure that we implement or provide those professional developments for our teachers for the following year. Now I will be joining the ladies. They're at the door. I'm going to let them in. At least I thought. Miss Samuel. Okay. Okay. Through your bag?
Okay, so this is where you read these, or this is the actual?
No, this is the
Campus
campus
plan.
improvement plan. This is the actual plan. I got it from Dr. Jackson. She's the only one that has access to it. You know, before at King, everybody that was on the CEIC committee, everybody that was in the, on the leadership team had access to the campus plan, but nobody has access to it but her and Dr. Doctor. So I had to go and get a copy of it from her.
This, okay, I'm sorry.
One, when I asked her for it, I just don't think that she gave me the whole plan. Because it just doesn't look like it's enough.
Yeah, the one we had was a binder thick.
Yeah.
That was a thick plan. And, you know, we had the plan, some of the things they didn't put in.
In place?
Yes, at all.
So.
So I remember the year before y'all were on the plan, when we came up with the after school detention and all of that, they never did implement that, and I think that was that on the campus plan when y'all redid it? Cause, okay, see, okay, so we put all of that in place, myself, Ms. Anderson, Ms. Shaw, who else, Ms. Ash, but they, no, he wasn't in there when I was in there, it was just myself, Ms. Ash,
And Ms. Shaw?
Ms. Shaw, Anderson, and might have been one other person, I can't remember the other person.
So I don't have the one from, King, it must be at, or maybe I shredded it when we left. So first, the vision statement, the vision and mission statement. Ms. Bennett coming?
Oh no, I didn't even walk down.
Right now, Miss Samuel is here and she is on the leadership team. So she's actually going over it with me. Neither one of us have access to it before right now. Well, I got it from her Friday. Build a culture of student achievement with quality instruction. I highlighted engaging in rigorous activities that promote higher level thinking and learning. So basically, if this is our vision, then the professional developments need to be around whatever to support our vision.
Yes.
So, along with classroom management
But-
stuff.
Okay, did you see that?
Go ahead.
Okay, the
CEIC?
not the CEIC, it's a training that they have coming up but it's not even on, it's basically on takedown, but we do have a training coming up that we can enlist.
That's, you mean for student takedown?
Mm-hmm.
So classroom management stuff?
Classroom
Okay.
management.
So I'm gonna get my list, because I said
And
that,
I don't have it, well, my phone won't let me pull it up.
and it's in Eduphoria? Okay.
Well, I guess so, they emailed us today, so I'm assuming that it is in Eduphoria.
Okay.
They didn't put any type of stipulations as if you have to be special ed, because I know that was said before. And I'm thinking it's just classroom teachers in general,
Okay.
and then we'll be able to,
Is it a one-day thing?
yes, it's a
Okay.
training, it might be CPE training, if I'm not mistaken.
Because CPE is continual professional
Okay, but then,
education. So maybe it's, I'm gonna just do,
Wait, because I'll see if I can put it up on my, email, probably won't let me, yeah, see. Let me do it.
so just the demographics of the school.
Oh, let me turn back to the demographic. Wait, this is from last year, correct?
No, this is from this year. This is what we have right now, 591 students, 495 African American. Now, this changed, because we don't have 591 students anymore.
No.
So basically, this campus improvement plan should be updated constantly, at least once every 6 weeks. It should be updated. We have 540 something
Yeah, but we don't have, I know, because all my students a lot of my students are being taken out of my classes and enrolling elsewhere and leaving to go to other cities, so I know this number is wrong. And I was looking at your, Asian, I didn't know we had any Asian population, and the whites, I didn't know we had that many, is that including
That's
mixed?
because when that would be 2 or more races. If it's,
Okay, well,
wouldn't
so
it
that's
be
0.10%. But.
Yeah, we have those. We
Is
have.
that 10? No, that's 10, okay. Yeah, that
Say 10. That's 10. Not 10%.
No, I saw the 10, but then I saw a point in front of me, I was like, hold on, but 10,
Yeah.
because I only have one student, too. One now.
Well, I had 2. So look at what our needs are.
Are y'all looking at that live?
This is our Delana Bennett, who is also on the leadership team, just joined us. So we're 3 are gonna just go over this is what I'm trying to do. We're trying to go over the campus plan, improvement plan, and see how is funds allocated, for professional development in here. If it's not in here, we're gonna come up with some solutions to submit to the principals, and I'll email whatever it is that we find in here. That's what I'm making a list, and I'll just email it to them to see what it is that we are suggesting for the next year. But Ms. Samuel said that she didn't know we had But our population isn't 591 anymore.
But you have to think, this was created
At the beginning of the year.
at the before school had even started.
See, I thought from when I asked her for the campus improvement plan, I said I need the most recent.
This is the most recent, but your campus improvement plans are created before the school year even starts, based on what occurred last year. So this was probably the expected enrollment, and it either has gone either up or down.
Yeah.
So you
'Cause
remember when we did it before though, we didn't change like, you know how they would go back every 6 weeks and put like checks or minuses after we completed whatever they said we're gonna do in the campus improvement plan, right? Wouldn't your enrollment change too? No, it'll stay the same?
It's just, no, you don't, when you update the campus improvement plan, you're looking at what's being,
Done.
you're looking at what's
The
been done.
improvements rather.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you
Okay.
go back and do that, if it's done correctly,
If the campus plan is done correctly?
if it's used properly.
Okay. Well, we don't have access to it. The only person who have access to it is Dr. Jackson and Dr. Doctor.
I have a copy of this,
Because you asked for a copy of it.
I didn't get it from them though.
But I'm saying, like, you know how the CEIC committee is supposed to have access to the campus improvement plan?
Everybody on campus, your parents are supposed to have access to it.
Well, I had to go and ask for it, because I didn't have access to it. So we're gonna you wanna take a section, I'll take a section? Oh, no, I want us all to look at this. The goals and objectives and strategies. So do you think that this is the whole plan? This is not the whole plan, huh?
Cause the copy I have everybody's in the district. This is what they turned in.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we looking specifically for professional development.
Somebody may not have put that in.
It's supposed to be in the campus improvement plan,
Not all the time, it doesn't have to.
but we don't have a professional development plan, just professional development.
You don't always. Depends on the categories that they give them to fill in. Cause this is curriculum, instruction, and assessment. Accelerated reading. They just updated this December the 9th.
Unless that's when they print it. Okay.
My creative courses, extended program, Saturday Academy, we do have that. Lead forward, start forward, what's start, okay, start forward resources, we have that.
Right, the
Laravel,
lineup.
12 powerful words, PEG, we have that.
Okay, so turn back, so you referring to professional development.
This is not
I
professional
know that's
development.
not, but the trainings that we had on some of the things, would that be part of the professional development, like the Mayon training we had?
Which is
okay.
right here. We had the Mayan training was specifically for,
The reading.
the reading.
And then we had the, what was it, the pig writing?
We had that. And those were all one-day trainings.
Yes, during your off period, but I still think that we do need trainings for your subject areas, those core areas. That's just my thought. Especially your teachers that you see that's struggling, which we'll see if they have it in.
But when you say train, you talking about over the content?
I'm talking about over the content,
Yeah.
I'm talking about over, just about those who are struggling with classroom management, even though they did offer a course, but they gave it to certain teachers. That was probably about 2 weeks ago. It wasn't for all teachers to attend. It was only a couple of teachers from this campus went, and it was from.
I don't even know what that is because I didn't even get that.
I didn't get the invite either. Someone told me about it, that they went from, I was going to a meeting there, and they were there, and they said they were going for classroom management. And it was a host of teachers there.
Remember when,
It
well,
was about 2
me,
weeks ago.
we went over the summer to that boot camp, behavior boot camp, but we paid for that out of pocket.
Yes, because I
Okay,
don't think
so-
I went. I think I
That
said I
wasn't a
would've.
campus thing,
Yeah.
that was only, we wanted to go to that. Okay, so we're recommending, if we don't see it in here, subject area training over the content as well as some classroom management
And
professional
like the boot
development.
camp, yes, and maybe to put in their budget for that boot camp, either one, because it was 2 different boot camps. One was in the beginning, maybe June, the other one was in July. It was
So-
by 2 different people.
So an ongoing It needs to be more than a one-day thing.
Yes,
So,
I think so,
okay.
especially to deal with the students that we have, the population that we have here.
Well, that's why I said classroom management, because if you can't control the class, you're not gonna get through the instruction, so. Okay. Family. What, okay, let's just find the professional development first.
Yes.
Technology.
I don't think they have it. Let's-
Yeah.
let's go ahead. Professional development is this what you
That's
wrote
what
or
I,
this?
yeah, because
Okay.
I looked at this already. Smith staff will utilize lead forward and Larry Bell protocols. So this is when we went to the, Larry Bell, remember that, well, did you go? Yeah, it was,
Once. You and I.
Went to the Larry Bell professional development. That was a one-day thing.
But it was not supposed to be a one-day thing. But it was one, we were
was
not
supposed
given
to-
opportunity to go for the other times. But my thing is, I think we should have, I don't know, I think it should be for everyone, not just for your department heads. I think it should be, everyone
But that's
should be
why they
able to
brought
go.
him, when they brought him to campus. Even though he was talking more to the students, that was the purpose, that was included in this professional development from the district. He was supposed to do the leadership team, and the leadership team take it to the campus, and then he comes to the campus and talk to the students. But we only went one time, just like this lead
Yes.
forward. We went, Ms. Bennett and I went, but it was supposed to be an ongoing thing. It's in here, local funds, so it's paid for by local funds.
1,600.
16, yeah. But this seemed like that would be a one-time thing though, for $1,600.
Yes, that's not that much, because those professional developments cost a lot of money. And this is referring to 1,600 for just one person or for the whole group to attend? This would be for the whole group, so it's,
It's staff responsible for monitoring, that's who's gonna monitor it. It's not telling you who is going. Maybe,
and this is just for this particular professional development, correct? Okay.
no, administrative team and teachers. So the
No, just
administrators,
for the Larry Bell.
yeah. Yeah, that's for that particular one and the lead forward, but I think the district paid for us for the lead forward, and the campus paid out of local funds for the Larry Bell,
For that one time.
for that one time.
And then they didn't pay for they went.
The
The
administrators
other
went,
time. Yes,
Uh-huh.
but they didn't send anyone else.
correct.
Well, no, the second time they did, Miss Alfred and Miss Pickens went.
They just changed the lead, the members that went, okay,
Because we all were supposed to go, but they didn't have enough subs the first time.
okay.
That's what happened, and they had to stay behind.
Okay. We utilize lead forward protocols that commit to, isn't this the same thing? So,
Same exact thing,
local funds,
but it don't tell how much.
yeah.
It's the same
And is it-
identical.
Is it saying you're going this time and this time?
It's factors, state system, safeguard strategies. Okay, the second time and the third
Then- Okay,
time.
so provide professional development and lead for resources, problem solving strategies, 12 powerful words, student engagement, interactive word wall, local fund. But
So what-
see, okay, so my question would be, or my question is, this amount right here is paid from local funds. This is saying the fund is coming out of local funds. This is saying it's coming out of local funds. Is it 16 each time?
Or was it a one-time fee?
That was just taken out of local funds.
And another thing, okay, well then if it was, why were teachers sent this third time as well?
So, okay, that's something we can ask. But teachers were, son,
The
this,
first,
no, somebody went to this lead forward thing because they're, not teachers, you're right, it was just administrative, it was Dr. Jackson.
and my thing is, if it's a lead forward, wouldn't you want your teachers to be knowledgeable about lead forward? I mean, I understand you need to know about it
Yeah.
as well, but they're the one that have to put that practice into action.
True.
Not you. So.
That's true.
I mean, I understand them wanting to go, but it actually affects the teachers because these are the practices
That
you
we
want
have
them
to
to do.
implement in the
So
class.
if you don't have to go, the teachers should, like with those Larry Bells, they should not have went. They should have just sent the teachers. Then they could have brought it back to the campus.
Yeah.
But, okay.
To provide courses in math and reading intervention.
Mhm.
Provide courses, we do that through Title I, but see, that's not a professional development. So this right here is your, intervention teachers.
Mhm.
So that's who's paying for
And
the
that's not-
intervention
okay.
teachers. Yeah, that's what that is. Tutoring. After-school tutorials and Saturday academies.
During PLCs. Hold on.
PLCs.
Star, comparison reports, 3 weeks assessment and 6
6
weeks
weeks
assessments. So that's telling me that they're gonna go to what you stated at first, the 3 weeks and
And
6
6
weeks,
weeks.
which would make it, okay.
That's the only way you're gonna be able to compare their data is if you have it. You know? So. Me? Oh. Okay.
Okay, continue professional development on champs.
What they have it at?
Continue professional development on how to implement champs. But then,
That's not
okay,
appropriate professional development, champ.
and then, let's just say it was. How is it paying, who's paying for it?
They
Title I funds?
no, that doesn't mean
I
that.
didn't think so.
That this is the different.
It's not, it's some stuff missing.
No. This they did it right. It's the
It's not
matter of what
a
they put in here. See, you don't see. It's the reason why you click on 1, 3, 4. It's different categories that
I
that
don't
falls
remember.
under. Yeah, but if you have to be sitting creating it in the system to know what the 1, 3.
And we were in there I don't remember.
Because I don't even remember what they stand for. But that doesn't mean these are the Title I areas that have to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't have to do with funds.
But then, when you don't have to state how where the funds are coming from for professional development? I know I keep asking the same thing. I'm just making sure. Okay. Positive parent
You probably
communication.
should go with your budget, but I mean, that's not gonna be included in the CEIC plan, in a campus improvement plan.
Positive parent communication regarding academics and behavior.
That's under professional development?
Professional development on
All of
positive
this.
parent, all of this is professional development.
That's not professional development. I wouldn't think of that as personal.
Cause this one says with this champs, we're doing it by Buffalo Bucks, school dances, movie hour, recognition for positive behavior, but here it says continue professional development on how to implement champs school-wide.
No, this is
That's
evidence
participants
of
that you
success
did.
for.
Okay, cause I didn't even read the top. Okay. Establish this reward management team to set expectations,
So what is it, random what? Ra- Okay.
Okay, so what's the champs result in less suspensions, expulsions, decrease.
This is more like a
Mental
classroom
practice.
management part.
It
That's the
is.
classroom management.
Okay, well, if that's under classroom management, then that's probably okay. But just as regular professional development, that's to me, that's not professional
Yeah.
development. So that's just a classroom management, a campus-wide classroom management plan. That's
And
how I would look
one,
at it.
and that's a more of a one, it's, even though it said continued professional development.
That's not continued.
Yeah,
That's not
it
professional
just means-
development. That is,
Yeah.
when did we get trained on it?
Joe,
I remember
beginning of the
we
year.
didn't get trained, we got one slide on champs. That's why I'm asking.
but they
But
put
that
it
was
on
slide.
training.
That was
It
your
was one
training.
slide with the children acting, and then it had one, it was not a training. That's why I'm saying you was not properly trained on champs.
But
as
you
well.
can't
I mean, I
perfect-
remember champs
right.
from the years before, I know what
Yeah.
it is.
But you
for
can't
those teachers that
even,
did not-
but to say
that
this
do not
professional
know.
development means that you have to okay, professional development courses result in like 2 hours, an hour and a half, 3
Yeah,
hours.
exactly.
You didn't receive any, this wasn't professional development. That was just a,
In a faculty meeting.
3 slides. We're gonna
yeah,
say
I
3
wouldn't even
slides.
call it that.
Oh,
That was
and
just,
it was very brief. Okay, y'all know what it is. Give them a piece of candy and they'll do good.
So, what's, okay, so
I
what we'll
guess
do
the
is just
wording
make,
on here is what's like crazy.
well, we're gonna have, I mean, we're gonna make suggestions on what to, I know we're here, classroom management, professional development, ongoing, like the boot camp that we went to, maybe if we
The
can have
behavior
that,
boot camp.
maybe twice, like she said, twice a year, beginning or end, and maybe at the beginning
Well,
you send.
everybody doesn't need behavior
That's what I was
boot
gonna
camp.
say. At the beginning, you send those teachers that you know are gonna need it. Some people you know from this year, you know they're gonna need some
Okay.
classroom management,
Right.
professional development. And then as the year go by, if it has gotten better, then you don't need to send them. But
Okay.
then by the end of the year, somebody else may start struggling with it, and you can send them.
Okay, so so I'm trying to think of how to word it. Continue professional development on how to implement CHAMPS.
But we're not gonna say champs. It's classroom management.
Right.
Uh,
Continue on classroom management.
just classroom management.
Right. Classroom management. Okay, for example, one workshop we know is the behavior
Boot camp.
boot camp. And then you can start by identifying teachers with documented deficiencies or weaknesses via evaluations, walkthroughs, observations, and documented disciplinary referrals. And on
Yeah.
those disciplinary referrals, you want to look at the referrals that deal with more than just regular tardy violations.
Yes.
The one, you
For
see what I'm
acting
saying?
out
Uh-huh.
In the classroom.
Now, this one for parent involvement, because that's really what that should be, parent involvement. Professional development on positive parent communication regarding academics and behavior.
Well, even with that, you need that training. That should come from your parent facilitator, because when you really think about our parent facilitator, now I don't know what she looked like.
Oh, I seen her twice. I seen her, yeah.
Oh, you seen her once? Okay.
Yeah, when she had to come and get a paper from me. So I seen her.
210.
I see it in the auditorium.
All right, but
That's
I
when it
mean,
was, that was the first time.
we to get that, you need to hold more family.
But would that be professional development?
No,
That's-
that
so
I
we're
don't
not
think
even
that
gonna
would be
discuss that.
professional development.
So do you think we need any professional development on parent communication?
Do the teachers do it, or do the office staff does?
Campus-wide, office staff, teachers,
I honestly don't think we have. But again, any teacher that needs help with parent professional communication probably
comes from this
gonna
behavior
come
issue.
exactly.
Yeah. There's really not that much in there. Professional development from, what is that?
Flipping, is that when you flip your classroom?
No,
Okay,
that's an
but then I just
educational
said
consulting
flipping.
company. No, flipping group.
Okay, I didn't, flipping group auditions.
That is the
Oh,
education.
then maybe that's for administrators.
No, yeah, it does say administrators. But these
But it
people haven't
says-
been? Who are they? Because these people, like those people who came on campus last year,
Oh, those ladies. that did
but
the
they went with the
survey.
flipping
Okay.
group. But I mean, their job was to work with administrators. Who are these people?
Maybe they go to them. Maybe they don't come on campus.
Who
But
been
in
on
order they
campus?
was,
You got to come on camp. You got to come look at the campus to know.
that is working.
Right. So maybe that's an educational consulting firm. If that's who they are, then that is something that I would keep, because that works directly with your administrators. What is the son?
What is a who?
A sunshine committee.
Huh?
That's what it says, Sunshine Committee.
To provide campus focus
That-
on teaming and respect. Action plan to identify activities to promote team building, document events of team building activities such as secret pals, hospitality club, teacher appreciation, gene coupons, free meal in the cafeteria. Free meal in the cafeteria for who? Now, they did the teacher shout out.
When?
Remember when Miss, what's her name? Henry had her 98% and all them kids got pizza?
That's because I made a big deal about that.
Okay. There's nothing there. Conduct monthly fire drills, lockdowns, and evacuation
Yeah.
drills.
We did a fire
We did a
drill
fire drill,
once.
That was mandated.
Well, we have not did
but
lockdown.
we're not doing monthly lockdowns or evacuation drills. Evacuation drill will be your fire drill. You gotta leave out the
We
building.
still need to do a lockdown. This campus is open.
And we need a code word. I thought we didn't establish a code word yet?
Maybe we're gonna do it because it's school hall.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, this is paying, utilize two-way radios. Okay, that's not professional development. That's from local funds. That's what they got to talk to each other.
Right.
Fitness gram?
That's
All
not in PE.
students will participate in fitness gram? What are they doing?
I don't know, but that's done every year though on all campuses.
No. Well,
What's that?
recruit certified and highly qualified teachers.
To be honest, most of the only place we missing a teacher at is in
Math.
math.
And, no, because she was an interventionist.
Who?
Miss Forsander?
Still math.
Yeah, but I'm saying it
No,
was, she didn't have, she
that's
didn't
not.
have
They
any
didn't. They
regular
didn't
class
change anything on paper. On paper, she wasn't hired.
as a interventionist.
She
was,
that interventionist is paid through Title I funds. Stephanie is the one who's being paid through Title I funds. Forsander was being paid through regular BISD funds.
Was Ms. Hall, because she was hired as an interventionist, 6th grade / interventionist.
Hall was paid through regular BISD funds. The last person hired,
Was Hayes.
and they probably split Hall between some of her salary came out of regular BISD and some was coming out of Title I. But Forsander is technically the only vacancy we have.
Okay. Provide any actions to promote community involvement, goals, my opinion, conferences, curriculum, bi-monthly parent meetings, monthly CEIC meetings, stakeholder support through surveys and face-to-face
I
meetings.
gotta get somebody brought money. Except for one person.
You gonna bring it?
Lamar Work Study, is that those people that come?
No,
That's not the Lamar Work Study? Well, who is the Lamar Work Study?
because normally
When are the engineering tutors starting? I thought they only work with kids on that, in that community over there by where
we
the
don't even have
refineries
those
are.
people. That's
I
you
know,
have
but
to
I'm
reach out to
saying-
do those. Is that in there about engineering too?
Yeah, engineering tutors.
All of that she just mentioned.
Look in my room in my drawer. Oh, they got some food in there.
It's in there. What is? Budget allocated funds that indicates the academic programs need to ensure successful students. Academic digital programs. Oh, there they are. There's the numbers. Goal 1, objective 1, strategy.
Okay, I'm like, I knew that stood for different,
Oh, no, it's not. It's just saying that's the goal 1, objective 1. It's not telling me what it is.
but those things are like some several Title I indicators, because I remember having to click them.
Yeah, see, I didn't have to click anything. Bowman was clicking and going down. I don't know what.
So last year,
Anything
Shaylin,
was
she was doing all the clicking, because remember Woods was like,
I don't know what I'm supposed to be clicking.
she was like, slow down, we were moving too fast for her. Yeah, but they've updated it since then. They probably made them go, you know what? Because you do it in the beginning of the year, they give it back to you, and you have one final time to turn it in.
So they're doing it without meeting with the committee.
Right.
So what is
So your first
all-
recommendation is that they need to thoroughly meet with the campus, the
Who are those
CEIC
members?
committee. You need to meet with your PTA, parent involvement representatives, or your PTA, somebody, CEIC. You need parents. Cause you're supposed to have 2 parent representatives and 2 community.
And then we need to find out who are those people. I guess they.
Yeah,
would
you need
come
to
in.
identify those people. Identify your CEIC, your parent.
We
your-
know who the CEIC is, but we don't. But we.
Okay, well, identify his PTA.
It's, besides us, it's some other members too.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's why
saying, your
CEIC,
parents
Yeah.
They don't know.
and the community. Cause the one, cause Braxton and I on Charlton Pilot, not as their parents. Cause I think their PTA president is on there, but we're the parents and they have community leaders.
Okay.
So first you need to identify them.
Because that's not.
They're-
There's no
they're-
signatures. There's no. You don't. You know. You're supposed to. Everybody's supposed to sign these. We don't know who's who. So whatever.
That he really needs to identify the need, like,
The area.
outside of the classroom management, he needs to identify instructional,
That's what we put. Subject area training over
content, okay.
That was
Content.
the first thing.
That's there
Okay.
needs to be professional development on that.
And,
That may
and
need
he
to be a
needs
couple of
training and
days.
reading and writing across all content areas.
And they had some trainings that came up last month and this month. I know in social studies, and I think reading. It was in
They
District
also,
4, I
they
think
need
it
to
was.
they need to revamp the
Regis.
tutorial program. Tutorials need to be revamped.
And they should be made. Should not be an option.
That's important. But this right here is gonna be, this isn't gonna happen this year, right?
Right,
This is for next year.
right. Right now, that's really it, because when you really think about it, everything else is not just so hectic and crazy.
Got some food. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's really it. Everything else is not so hectic and crazy. I mean, outside of the fact that that stuff in there needs to be realistic. If we are gonna say we're gonna have community involved, like literally, because the stuff that's in there is not taking place at all
And make
this
sure-
year.
And that's another
Yeah,
thing.
make sure that you're
whatever-
actually
yes.
implementing everything that you're saying you're going to do, because we're gonna be held accountable for that.
Yes, it look good on paper.
Paper,
We have
but,
to-
yeah.
Because with some of those groups, you were saying, we don't know what those are, because we don't do them. What was it, the sunshine?
The
The Sunshine
Sunshine Group.
Committee.
Yes.
Oh, he also needs to work on really team building. And
Okay, so
cohesive.
I was gonna say that we need a professional development on, because it's too much division.
But that comes from them.
But I'm saying that can be at the beginning, if you put it in there at the beginning and let us start
Like
off.
we did that year with
When
Shelton.
we went to them.
Yes, that
to
broke
the
the
my
horses.
horses.
face
I
Like,
don't wanna go to the
yes.
horses though.
No, because they
That
broke
was-
my
that
face
was-
out. Then it sounded like that, but yes.
Broke your face out.
Being in that
All that
sun.
dust and that sun, yes. You know, I'm sensitive to everything.
Wouldn't that take care of the Sunshine Committee people? Whoever they
But
are?
even still, you
I
have
know,
to see,
I'm
like,
just-
you're mixing, your staff is mix of people that work at various places that don't really I ain't gonna say get along, you don't really know the other people.
You don't
have
know,
time to,
no,
yeah.
yeah, but no one talks to anybody.
No.
I mean,
you
even
know,
on a pass by.
You know, some people that just go,
And,
they,
but a lot of that starts at the top, so no matter, to be honest, no matter what you can do with them, I mean, think about it. You knew when Shelton and Lewis wasn't working along or was mad at each other. It
Everybody
became,
knew.
Everybody knew. We
Yeah.
was like, oh my God, y'all see that?
And we need to do this, not the evacuation plan, but we need some.
We need some more safety plans.
Must.
Safety plans, cause like, what are we supposed to do? Them children that ran across the street today,
And lockdown.
like, or even the kids that's been getting in fights and they in the bathrooms.
True. True.
And a
and
lot
it's
of
mainly on this hall, this main hall, whole hall.
the offices.
Because nobody's on duty. They say, oh, be on duty, but there's nobody to monitor those kids.
Oh, that's their duty.
So they don't have to worry about, remember they said, oh, we're gonna be outside on the breezeway. Well, we don't have a breezeway anymore, so someone from the office needs to step out.
There
Maybe
needs to
not
be a
none of the
man.
receptionists,
There needs to be a
but
male down
each-
there.
Dr. Doctor.
Because, well, yeah, because those boys go in this bathroom right here, which is a safety concern because the fight with
The little boy.
Can
that
drown.
almost got his
that,
eye.
if a man would have been in there or down there, they could have went in there and stopped it.
Yes.
Or prevented it from even happening. So. Any other recommendations we don't have?
That's it.
Okay. You wanna look for, Ms. Bennett, for training for reading?
Yeah, I'll look.
Okay. And I'll look
When you
for
need them
something
back,
for
I could
math.
probably do that tonight though.
You don't have to look for it, now I'm talking about just something, well, yeah, so that I can give it to
done,
them.
yeah. That'll be, cause I have like 2 sets of papers to break, but I can do that from my iPad.
Okay. And I'll look for something for math, even though, you know, we go to math trainings, but it's not anything that's content that's telling you how to provide the instruction using the content. It's just, here's this new,
Here's the latest thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is how it works.
right.
But you have people that know their content, but they can't deliver the instruction.
Instruction, right.
So, okay.
Okay, now I look for social studies.
And you look for social studies.
You didn't mention social
My bad.
We forgot you.
I didn't forget.
I try to look for science too.
You gonna look for science too?
I'm gonna go try to get this copy machine working so I can go to your teaching.
Please do. Okay, so I'm gonna send it. So today, I completed my evaluation of the professional development plan for my campus. There were a couple of things that we, as a leadership team, the individuals or the ladies that were present with me in viewing the plan, that we found that were somewhat questionable, which is, one, the leadership team does not have access to the professional development plan, the campus improvement plan, and we should. We are also a part of the CEIC committee, which means that we should have been there present during the making or the finalization of the campus improvement plan. There were some things in the plan that
we as a campus are not necessarily doing or are not fulfilling the 100% of the obligation as it states in the plan. There's, the way the funds are allocated, it's unclear. You can't really tell where the funds, you know, what source the funds are coming from, but you don't know how much those funds are for the particular professional developments that are in the plan. They are, all the ones that were seen or observed were 90% ongoing. However, the administrative team, which are the principal and curriculum coordinator and assistant principal, are the only ones who are attending and an ongoing, those particular ones. They're the only ones that are going more than once. The leadership team, which are the teacher leaders, which includes myself, have only attended 2 of those professional developments. Although it says continue the professional development, we have not been able to attend more than 1 of each. So when I say 2, it's 1 for Lead Forward and then 1 for Larry Bell, even though it should be continuous. Our recommendations for the administrative team for the upcoming school year, which will be next school year, is we plan to, we ask in an email, which I did send the email, if there is a professional development allocated for those teachers who have classroom management problems or concerns or issues, and how to identify those individual teachers, which needs to be an ongoing professional development. Not saying that those teachers will not be able to get better as time progresses, but that they are continuously updated on new strategies to take to get their classroom under control. If your class is not under control, then of course your instruction is not going to be successful or as successful as it could be. Also, there was no professional development listed for content area teachers, so we're recommended that there be some type of professional development for content area teachers for those teachers who are struggling with the actual content and not just the classroom management. You may have teachers who are proficient in they understand the content, but their instruction delivery is not effective. So we've suggested professional developments for content area teachers, and especially those teachers in the tested areas. The overall campus improvement plan needed a little bit more tweaking or a little bit more updates. I would have changed the timing for me viewing that particular plan, or at least had more individuals there with me. So if I could go back and do this over, I would actually do it with the campus administrative team. So I would have the curriculum coordinator, the assistant principal, the principal there, and we will go over that, and the CEIC committee. We would all be present at the same time, not only creating, but making recommendations and going over the campus improvement plan. I suggested that there be a separate professional development plan, which I didn't know why we don't have one. I was informed later that the district doesn't require us to have a professional development plan per se, but you outline what professional developments would be, what the teachers would go to in the campus improvement plan. I still need a little bit more clarification on what all those areas all those numbers in the campus improvement plan meant. The Title I funds are coming from one location, the local funds are coming from another location. How much the funds are, how long the professional developments are going to be, who's gonna attend those professional developments, and how are those teachers identified? So how is staff identified to go to professional developments? If it's administrative team, then the administrative team needs to go because it's for the campus culture as a whole. If it's individual teachers going, how are those teachers identified? What professional developments they're going to be going to? And also, like I said previously, if it is an ongoing or a one-day. Discipline seems to be a big issue, but there was no outlined professional development in that plan to take or to address the discipline issue on the campus. The campus is an IR campus, which means that there's a lot of issues on the campus that needs to be addressed. Discipline, like I said, being one, academics being the other. How are we going to ensure that these highly qualified teachers that we have employed are going to actually be able to deliver this instruction in a manner that our students are successful? I did notice that in the campus improvement plan that there is a location for intervention for our students, which is a good thing, and that is coming from our title fund. So we have an intervention, 2 intervention teachers actually at the 7th and the 8th grade levels. So that was another thing that we wanted to make sure that the 6th grade teachers have some type of intervention in place for those students. Overall, the campus improvement plan is a working document. My administrative team was notified of my findings and the recommendations that the leadership team came up with. And hopefully they will be receptive of that particular information and those recommendations to improve our campus for the upcoming school year. I will definitely look back over the plan at the beginning of the upcoming school year to see if those recommendations are there, although I did ask to be notified of when they come up with a decision on the new plan for the upcoming year. And also, I recommended that, as previously noted, the CEIC committee is also present during the construction of the campus improvement plan. Overall, I am happy with my observation or my participation in this particular assignment, and hopefully you are too. Thank you.